with Jayo Felony, why go back to using Jayo Felony versus James Savage?
I mean, you know, James Savage just happened to be my government name, you know what I'm saying? So that ain't going nowhere. You know, I've been James Savage all my life, you know what I'm saying? I've been Jayo Felony since I was 15 years old. So, you know, when it came to that, like I was saying, you know, we killed the negative side of Jayo Felony off because it was the negative side. I used to be tripping and shit. So as far as that go, I'm just showing the maturity in me, and Jayo Felony ain't going nowhere. I'm so happy to be back, and the fans accepted me like they do, man, and let me know that people really love me as a person. People really love what I do and making music, you know what I'm saying? Aside from the street shit and the cripping and all that, people love good music. And I take my time into studying my craft, and I never stop studying my craft. So I try to give them the best songs I can make to my ability, and I don't try to make no bullshit. I take my craft serious, and I think I'm at my best, and I'm gonna show them better than I can tell them.
That's for sure. That's something you've been doing for your whole career, really. And
no doubt.
I wanted to get into some of the older stuff that you've done in the sense that one thing that is unfortunately now relevant as ever is what your name stands for. So
yeah, man.
So I wanted you to, like, when you first conceived the acronym Jayo versus now what you're seeing, what's going on in the world, how do you kind of compare and evaluate what the name meant back to you back in the day versus and explain everything to everybody that doesn't know?
Yeah, Jayo stands for Justice Against All Oppressors. I mean, I still got it on my neck, you know what I'm saying? You probably can't see it with all this goddamn wolf pussy on it right now, but but yeah, man, Jayo stands for Justice Against All Oppressors. And it just, you know, that's just the line I was pushing aside of me being from my hood and all that, you know what I'm saying? You know, I'm black first before anything, you know what I mean? So I always try to, you know, incorporate that in my music, and you know what I'm saying? You can hear little skits I used to do and shit like that. And just run-ins with the law as growing up, you know what I'm saying? And we always it's always someone trying to oppress us, you know what I mean? Whether it's in the streets, whether it's politics, whether it's through religion or whatever. There's so many different forms of oppression, you know what I mean? So, and that's what I've always been against, you know what I mean?
Right.
For anybody, like I be saying, like, as the human race, man, we all supposed to step up. When we see injustice being done to anybody, we all should step up, and that's what make us stronger. And then I feel like we can win like that. Like the powers that be would never be able to win if that was the case. You know what I'm saying? But
I agree.
Motherfucking stupid motherfuckers out here, like, you gotta wear a mask to even go in a fucking store now, and motherfuckers still out here popping each other and shit. That's some shit I don't understand. I thought it was gonna be, you know, people was gonna be on some other smarter shit than that, but people ain't shit. People ain't shit, man. You know what I'm saying?
That unfortunately ties into something else that you did that was early in the game too, with the peer pressure idea and kind of the persona with that. So it was interesting doing it in your career, but then you also, you know, like when you did the Get a Horror Show with Mac 10 off the Recipe album, you also talked about peer pressure on that. So why?
No doubt.
How and why was that so important to you, to where it wasn't just on Jayo Felony material, you were taking it to when you did guest appearances as well?
Oh man, just having different you know, like having different names for yourself is like, it's like fun. It's like an ego type of thing, you know what I'm saying? And like, you know, I think peer pressure was one of them names, and it's like, you know, I make motherfuckers do shit, you know what I'm saying? Like I make them do things that I probably normally wouldn't do myself, but I can make you do whatever, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm peer pressure. I can make you do whatever the fuck I need you to do. Right. You know what I'm saying? But it's just crazy. Like even with like having the name Bullet Loco or One Shot Kill, you know what I'm saying? Like I try to keep different whams, man. You know what I mean?
Well, you got
different zooms and whams.
you got several of them and have. Another thing that was interesting on the What You Gonna Do album that I always thought was intriguing, that I thought was the How Angry record. because being from the West Coast and the West Coast dominating, but you also have always had from my travels, people loved you in the South, and then you had the 8-Ball and MJG on there. So,
oh, no doubt.
So
I'm trying to plug the phone up and shit. I'm fucking up, Soren.
Uh-oh.
Forgive me. Forgive me.
All right, I'll re-ask it once you get ready.
All right, I'm ready.
So yeah, with what you're gonna do, one of the collaborations I thought was always real interesting was the 8-Ball and MJG, because I know you from being around you a lot and being in different cities and things. I know you got a lot of love in the South, but that was a pleasant surprise to have 8-Ball and MJG on your album. So how and why did that collaboration happen?
Oh man, back then on being on Def Jam, Tina Davis was my A&R. Shout out to Tina Davis. She actually helped me get that done and introduced me to 8-Ball and MJG, and we was cool ever since. You know what I'm saying? I remember they used to come to Cali and shoot their videos, big ass Winnebagos and shit, balling out. And I used to be in there, you know, just chilling, smoking weed and watching the whole wham, you know what I mean? So they was real cool, man. Cool peoples and shit. I'm glad I did a song with them. You know, that's legendary down south shit. You know what I'm saying? And my dogs right there for life. The How Angry record. Yeah.
Yeah, that was one of those seldom discussed, but one of my favorite that only a few know about.
Yeah, that beat was knocking. I really liked that track. That shit was knocking. It was a different hook on there, but 8-Ball had put a better hook on that joint too. That shit was dope. Yeah.
Okay. And then one thing that I've always been glad about was your appearance on the Anthem with Sway and Tech and RZA, Eminem, Exhibit, Pharoah Monch, etc., because it puts you on the scale, the highest stage with some people that are considered some of the best rappers of all time. So
no doubt.
What did you kind of learn, take away, or notice when that song came out and how it was received on the kind of the rapidy rap side of things?
I was kind of pissed off because they only let me do the fucking stupid ass "What You Gonna Do" hook. So I was kind of pissed off, like, man, how the fuck I don't get to rap? I would have lit some shit up on that motherfucker. I know somebody ass would have got gassed. Somebody, because I know I didn't get a chance to rap. You know what I'm saying? So it was just like me saying I can give it to you, what you gonna do with it, but I'm like, I'm supposed to rap after that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it was definitely an honor to be with all those guys, but I didn't get to spit no verse, so I was kind of pissed off about that because I wanted to show my skills too.
Well, also in that era, one of my favorites that you did was the Masquerade with Saphir.
Oh yeah, man! Shout out to Saphir, man. That shit was dope.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
So
hey, I always like working with my Bay Area partners, man. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Spice One, my nigga Selly Cell.
Sebo.
You know what I'm saying? Yes, sir. My dog Sebo. Sebo always got my back for life. You know what I'm saying? He the type of motherfucker, man. He look out when you go to this town. He always have your back. You know what I'm saying? If he ain't there, he gonna make sure somebody got your back. That's how he rolls. Shout out to Sebo, man. Sacramento.
So why do you think you have such a connection with the Bay Area artists?
Man, I've been going to the Bay a long time, man. Fucking with E40 and D-Shot and Sugar T, the whole clique. Man, you know what I'm saying? Man, hey, man, I've been going out there back and forth for a long time. You know what I mean? I used to go to E40's pad all the time and hang out with him and create. You know what I'm saying? I was on an Element of Surprise record back in the day. The Money Scheme song we did, you know what I'm saying? And then the Cause I Can record, you know what I'm saying? Me and 40 been rocking for a long time. And then we did the record on my album with me and my Ice Cube called Jayo. You know what I mean? Justice Against Y'all Oppressors. Motherfuckers don't know. You know?
Right.
So I've been going to the Bay a long time, man, just hanging out. And even before I was rapping, you know what I'm saying? You know, I used to go out there and just hang out and shit. You know?
Yeah.
Shout out to Richie Rich too, man. It was on Def Jam too, man.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
And then one of I think the most interesting years as far as collaborations you had was in 2000 when you worked with Ja Rule, you work with Ice Cube, you work with LL, and you work with Scarface, all on albums that came out that year. So with Ja Rule, that was one of the biggest, if not the biggest, best-selling albums that you were on. It sold like 3 million copies. You were on the Ecstasy song. So how do you remember, like, Ja Rule had his pop singles or whatever, but a lot of his songs were actually more street or harder or whatever. Yeah. So what do you remember about his able to kind of navigate the pop side versus like the hardcore gangster side?
I mean, shit, you know, he know how to make that shit happen. You know what I'm saying? He know how to appeal to them bitches, man, and do his shit. You know what I mean? Stay player about it, but still keep it hood. You know what I'm saying? And you know, Irv Gotti and them with no pushovers. You know what I'm saying? They used to be out here on the West. You know, they had a big ass mansion out here where everybody used to go through that motherfucking smoke and hang out and shit. And bitches used to come through. You know what I mean? We used to hang out. They used to be over there on 6th Ave and Vernon in the hood and shit, fucking with my nigga CC, rest in peace, from Harlem Crip. You know what I mean? You know, Ja Rule and them was out here and shit in the streets. You know, and I fuck with them tough. You know what I mean? So, you know, it's crazy that when I did that record, that's where we was at. We used to hang out at that little mansion they had up in the hills and shit. You know what I mean? And we got it in and shit. He had a song called Ecstasy. That's when everybody was on that she's net, man, doing it, getting it in and shit.
Right.
And I thought it was creative, so that's when I came with that rap and spit that shit. You know what I'm saying? I try to have the best rap on the song, man. That's my thing, man. Make sure I got the dopest verse.
Yes.
I got that from my nigga Ice Cube when he used to be lacing motherfuckers shit, man. You know what I mean? When he spit his verse, he makes sure it should be the dopest shit, man. Shout out to Cube, man.
Be sure to check out The History of Gangster Rap by Soren Baker. He's official.
History of Gangster Rap features exclusive interviews with Ice-T, Snoop Dogg, MC Ren, the D.O.C, and dozens of others. The History of Gangster Rap, a definitive look at how Los Angeles changed rap forever.
In Los Angeles, the streets definitely set the tone of the hip-hop music.
At 19, I got a $50,000 car.
My whole angle always was, I'll be street, but I will always tell you the horrors that go along with this life.
There will be penalties and casualties for just wearing the wrong color in somebody's neighborhood.
And once gangster rap made it from the streets to the TV, the genre exploded.
With Fab 5 on Yo MTV back with NWA.
Yo MTV, it just catapulted us from being local heroes to national gangbang rappers.
The History of Gangster Rap discusses it all from 1980 up till today.
There's always gonna be shit happening in the streets. You know what I mean? So it's always gonna be something to talk about.
The History of Gangster Rap in stores now.